What's up, everybody? I got my guys in the house. We got Mohammed Mike from Inspiring Philosophy. We got the Islamic Deliminator himself from Apologetics Roadshow, David Wood, the Dizzle in the house. What's up, fellas?
What's up? How you doing?
Now, listen, guys. There's been a lot going on. We have had and we have seen one of the biggest DAWA meltdowns in DAWA history. Now, you guys, David, you've been in the game longer than I have. I'm kind of the newbie on the scene. IP, you've been around. You guys have seen these guys. You guys have debated these guys. What in the world are we seeing when it comes to meltdowns, like Mohammed Hijab's meltdown after what's been going on these past couple of weeks?
Yeah, this is huge. Normally, and I've been saying this for a long time, DAWA guys don't last long. They have a pretty, short career cycle because a DAWA guy will come along and he's got some new bag of tricks or something like this. He's got some new trick, some new thing he does and so on. And that'll work for a while because you can catch people off guard. You can catch people off guard with some new argument or something like this. Like Daniel Hakikachu, when he came out and he starts, he'll cite like 27 different studies in his opening statement and stuff. And his opponent hasn't read any of these studies. So he's just like, people take his word that all these studies confirm what he's saying and so on. So he had that going and that worked for a while until he faced IP, and IP actually read all this stuff and then exposed him for just completely misrepresenting things. And now it doesn't work anymore. So that's usually what happens. So they'll come out, they'll have a new way of doing things. They'll take off in popularity. People will catch on to the tricks and then they'll jump. But normally they just start fading afterwards, right? They fade into irrelevance. And that's why the DAWA guys back in 2005, they're not around anymore. And they were different from the DAWA guys in 2010. And then the 2010 guys were different from the 2015 guys and so on. So Hijab, even though he only started in like 2018 or 2000, whatever, when people started hearing about him, he's had a long run. This makes him a senior citizen in DAWA because he's lasted like 8 years now, right? That's a long career in DAWA, but it's because these guys are such, because he's a narcissist, it's harder for him, right? Like everything's supposed to revolve around him. Hey, I'm going live. I'm going to jump on the live. It's going to be the most popular show in the world. I'm going to be cooking everybody. I'm going to make tons of money so I can pay off Douglas Murray, and it just blows up in his face and it doesn't work anymore. Why? The tricks aren't working, right? People are onto all his tricks. They're not working anymore. And he just keeps getting cooked. And so what do you do, man? It's total meltdown, man. You can't his brain can't process it. And so his brain is actually melting.
So we got, somebody like IP, and I say this all the time. I have never seen someone draw in as many flakes as IP has when it comes to scheduled debates, when it comes to, events already planned, the contract signed, he's already talked about the agreements in the email. And all of a sudden, this Muslim debater has a toothache, needs knee surgery, mama sick, wife arguing. They somehow can't get to the debate.
Yeah, you're bad luck, IP.
Bad luck,
what it is, man.
You show up.
People saw me debate Daniel Hakikachu and realized, I actually do the reading. And now we're just getting all these flakes. Like when I went to the UK for the first time, Unbelievable was trying to set up a debate with a Muslim, and they contacted some imam, and he's like, I would love to come back on. By the way, who's the Christian? So they sent him my info, and then within 2 hours, he was like, I just came down with a fever, and you guys know these things can last up to 10 days. Wow, that's very specific. So I won't be available in 2 days. But so I've had numerous instances like that. Like, as you know, I challenged Hamza's Den and he agreed. And then later he's like, I don't think so. I'm going to back out of this. And we know about that one guy who had to reschedule 3 times with me and kept making different excuses. And so then I decided I'll just show up to Hijab's stream. Maybe I can talk to him. And that didn't happen. He ran faster than a speeding bullet. He made Uthman look slow, which says a lot considering it's Sheikh Uthman, who's one of the fastest runners I've ever seen.
Sheikh Uthman Bolt.
Now this is getting serious. Speaking of this stuff, so Mohammed Hijab, you mentioned it. He started going live now. Started doing live streams, inviting non-Muslims to come and engage with him and debate him. And on one of those days, yours truly showed up. I showed up, and
that was the first day, wasn't it? Wasn't that the first one?
Yes, it was the first one. And I showed up and decided to run the Islamic Dilemma, absolutely humiliated him, embarrassed him, outclassed him, even though I don't have any degrees, I don't have any certificates, I don't have any diplomas. And yet I was able to outclass him at every level of the game. Ever since that discussion, we have seen a historic meltdown. That is like, I don't know how he's going to recover from this. It's just been one thing after another, right? And so the start of the meltdown is me destroying him. And then in response, the video's going viral on my channel. He copyright strikes it after giving verbal agreement that I can have it on my channel. I can go live or whatever. Strikes the video. And after that, I mean, everybody, even atheists and big channels are covering this. It's doing the opposite effect, him trying to suppress it. And so everybody wants to see this. Now, everybody's talking about it now. And then not only that, he's striking everybody that's doing reviews and clipping it. He's striking everybody. And then it's like he gets PSD because he does the same thing the next week. And then this guy shows up. IP. And IP, what happened when you showed up, man? What was it?
Oh man, so yeah,
he wised up. He kind of he got that. That's what he looked like. No, he wised up, right? Like after his total meltdown with you, he was like, okay, if someone who's gonna cook me shows up, don't let him, guys, rescue me.
My favorite part of that is he tried to play it off like this was just an unexpected thing. Like I go live at the same time he does because I don't want him to try to just copyright crap. So if I'm live, he can't. YouTube will be much more on my side on that issue. So like I'm live, more people are watching my live, just waiting for him to pull me up, which was psychologically bothering them.
Oh yeah.
So then, like in the middle of it, all of a sudden, Dean responds, comes out of nowhere, wasn't planned. He's in Australia, and he even admits it's 5 a.m. there. So they called him and said,
they called that boy. They called him.
Get up.
The mafia boss needs you right now. Get on the stream. And he's like, okay, well, my camera's not even ready, so give me some time. Comes back the moment he's got his camera up. They're like, okay, well, let's just choose it random, a debate opponent for you, Dean. I don't know. You need money. Go. You got this, Dean.
Literally went off screen, man. Took himself off the screen to leave it up to Dean to save the day. That was pathetic. I know
Islam doesn't believe in atonement, but that day Dean was the sacrificial lamb they tried to throw out.
Yeah, he was.
Now it gets worse though, because he's not just running now. Now he goes live again and goes on this rant, this weird, creepy rant. This with all these sexual innuendos about my wife and you, IP.
What?
And then singing like Mrs. Jones.
Yeah, I washed my ears out with holy water after that. I was like, oh man, he wants to violate me, but he's violating my ears, and that's bad enough.
I haven't seen anything like that, man. Not from a DAWAH guy like that.
And even some of his fellow Muslims are saying that he's either drunk or high or something like that. So which means he's self-medicating after that, because he was. Remember, Avery, when you were on there, he was much more high energy. He was much more high energy and stuff like that. So he didn't seem like he'd like been smoking a ton of weed or something like that, and getting drunk. But for that part where he's talking about your wife and IP and stuff like that, he seemed like stoned out of his mind. Yeah, which means he's self-medicating with drugs or alcohol to deal with the humiliation. Because keep in mind, in his thinking, he's looking at like you, right? Like you got 4, 5, 6,000 people watching you live and stuff like that. And Hijab's like, oh, this is just the golden age of huge live streams. I can do this because I'm the most popular DAWAH guy in the world. I will jump on. And he gets crushed and humiliated and has to take his own stuff down and copyright strike it, which means it's not going anywhere. None of this is going anywhere. I clicked on the one from, when was it, yesterday? I clicked on the most recent one, just halfway through, just to see who he was talking to. But he had like 1,000 people watching, which would be that's a good live stream for a regular YouTuber, not for someone who's supposedly the best in the world and is taking in and is, having a live call-in show. Yeah. A live debate call-in show and stuff like that. And he's getting a fraction of what you get. And he's the champ. So yeah, it's breaking him, man. It's breaking him. It's not
just
working.
So you know, I found on Twitter Muslims complaining about him. I want to, can I share my screen if that's possible?
Yeah, you can. Yep.
So this Muslim posted this. So Daniel Kikachu decided to defend him, and then Muslims were complaining. Now, this particular Muslim later deleted this comment, but I had already messaged somebody about it saying, ha, ha, ha. And then we found him delete it later. But he says, he's a liability to the religion of Islam, brother. Look at that. Muslims are saying Mohammed Hijab is a liability. Now, this guy, Adam, deleted this comment under Daniel Kikachu later, but I still found bad comments about this. So luckily we were able to get a screenshot of this before he deleted it. But yeah, and notice he posted a video on my channel that Than made about hijab just failing to defend the Quran. They're seeing this stuff. It's bothering them. And yet he's their top dawa guy. Listen, you guys chose hijab through your likes, your clicks, your views, your shares. Now you got to reap the consequences.
Yep. This is who your guy is. This is your face. Now, so, and speaking of this, then going long rants, singing, he's intoxicated off some type of dawa syrup or whatever, because his mind is gone. We're seeing this type of fallout with him, and this is just embarrassing. Where does this rank as far as, because there's been some other dawa fallouts throughout the years, these embarrassing times and these mental breakdowns where they crumble on each other. For example, we got the Yasser Qadhi event. Again, conveniently, Mohammed Hijab was part of that, where you have the holes in the narrative.
That the standard narrative has holes in it. That's what I'm going to say.
They throw down that video. They delete that video, but it's too late. Everybody downloaded it. Everybody's uploading it, clipping it, reviewing it, going live. And Yasser Qadhi starts trying to copyright strike folks, right? Tell us a little bit about that time and where does that kind of rank here?
I mean, that's kind of that has to be number 2, right? like here's the big one. It's funny that hijab is in both of them. I think the biggest one would be Sheikh Uthman challenging you to debate and then hiding inside the mosque and refusing to debate. But yeah, the holes in the narrative interview, that was really the tipping point, the biggest tipping point, because for years they had their argument that there's only one Quran, perfect. I have dawa books that say there's only one Quran. There isn't one letter of difference between any 2 Qurans in the world, not one dot of different. It's total lie. I mean, absolute, complete, total lie. They have different Qurans in different parts of the world. They have Dan Brubaker made a video where he showed 11 textual variants on one page of a manuscript. So you have them. You could go all the way back. You could look at their sources where they talked about disagreements in what's supposed to be in the Quran and what the correct reading is. Then you've got the manuscript tradition, and guess what? They have all kinds of textual variants in the manuscript tradition. Then you have different Qurans in different parts of the world today, and Muslim leaders were just lying to people about it. Just one Quran, perfectly preserved from the time of Muhammad. And then a big turning point was Hatun showing up with 26 different Arabic Qurans. And this was just Qurans that she picked up in Muslim bookstores and stuff around in different parts of the world. She's noticing the differences and stuff. But she shows up 26 different, and Muslims will say, no, it's just different No, it's not. It's 26 different Arabic Qurans.
Arabic.
Every one of these is different from every other one. 26 different Arabic Qurans. Muslims were accusing her of printing them herself, like she has a publishing house, printing them herself with variants, because that's the only, they've been programmed. Nope, one Quran. So anyways, that caused kind of a ruckus in the Muslim community, where Muslims are like, wait, you guys told us perfect preservation. She's putting Qurans in our faces that have differences on it. What is this? Hijab comes up with the brilliant idea. He's going to get Sheikh Yasser Qadhi on to show everyone there's no real problem here. And it was a huge disaster. And the reason they had to take it down is the comments were filled with, this is causing me to doubt Islam. This is destroying my faith in Islam. And so same thing. They scrambled, take the videos down. At first I remember the order. First they blocked comments. They eventually blocked comments because the comment sections were full of Muslims saying this is causing them to doubt Islam. Then they cut out that that section of the videos. They just cut out that section. It was just the rest of it. And then they just took it all down. And then they started copyright striking people and stuff like that. It was like, oh, you guys are realizing you done messed up now, isn't it?
Yeah, it was a wrap after that. So we're talking about copyright strikes. We're talking about meltdown. Are we in agreement then? It'll be Mohammed. Now, I don't know. This might be recency bias. I don't know, but I don't think we've seen such a meltdown like this, man.
No.
Right.
Yeah. And we're kind of like right at the beginning or right in the middle of it, right? Like something could happen where he could turn things around, and then this won't be the biggest meltdown because, something will happen afterwards where he will shockingly redeem himself or something like that. But if this keeps going in the direction it is, I mean, this guy's going down like the Hindenburg, man, the Hindenburg.
Yeah.
So we got 1, Muhammad Hijab's recent meltdown. 2, the meltdown with Yasser Qadi and the holes in the narrative. And then 3, Uthman challenging me publicly to a debate to come to the mosque at 7 p.m. Come, debate, come, let's see it. I show up and he stays in the masjid, doesn't let me come in, says I can't bring my camera, can't bring my camera crew, and I can only ask one question, and then that's it. I got to take it and leave.
We're still waiting. He cannot come on this group. So just him. Just him. With no camera. No camera. That's but he's asking for a debate. So tell him come ask her a debate. Ask her a question. What's a debate?
Yeah, and that was kind of like the culmination of it. But it was everything leading up to that. It was like where he was invited onto PBD, and then he refused, and then he goes and he lies to his people and said they said I would not be allowed to criticize Christianity, and PBD called him out. He's like, you're a liar, man. We didn't say any of that. He even asked Eddie from the Dean Show. He's like, Eddie, you were the one setting this up. Did I ever say one word about that? And so anyway, he's like banned from PBD now because of that. But then he keeps rolling with it, and it was him trying to redeem himself after being exposed for backing down from debating you guys, and then having to lie about why he wouldn't do it. And so he's trying to redeem himself. And then, so I challenge all of you. I challenge all of you. I challenge all of you to debate. We all accept. He backs down from everybody and still acts like we're running.
And then remember, he's like, I want you all to come to my live call-in show on Christmas Eve. It's like,
yeah.
Christmas Eve.
Mashallah.
Yeah. I'd like to add in a fourth DAWA meltdown. Very recent. We already forgot about it. There's been so many DAWA meltdowns, but I'll agree with this ranking, but I'll add in number 4. We forgot that just recently, Jake the Muslim metaphysician and Daniel Akikichu, their endless fighting spilled over into that 8-hour stream where they're fighting with each other, and then Dean responds, comes in, and then he's fighting with both of them, and like just the cracks in this idea that there's so much unity in Islam, you can see right through it because of that. Like, it's not even like 2-on-1. They're all fighting each other in that long stream. So like this idea they always push about, we're so unified in Islam, unlike all those Christian denominations, that stream demonstrated that's all a lie. Like behind the scenes, you guys all hate each other. You're always fighting. And so I'd add that as number 4.
And and that's there's a reason for that. It's the entire DAWA scene, not everyone, but the entire DAWA scene is populated mostly by narcissists, right? They're the ones who they just become popular. Narcissists are good at taking advantage of gullible people to get attention for themselves and get people to rally around them and basically worship them. And so, narcissists just look at the ummah and they're like, oh, gold mine, jackpot right here. I can here, this is the community for me. And so like Mohammed Hijab, narcissist, Ali Dawa, narcissist, Sheikh Uthman, total narcissist, and so on. And so again, these guys are good at becoming popular and thumping their chests and stuff like that. But guess what? They're not good at working well together because each one wants to be the ultimate center of attention. And so they eventually just start attacking each other. And that's what we're seeing right now.
Yep. Well, because of the copyright strike, guys, the video that Mohammed Hijab copyright struck on our channel with our discussion should be up within the next week within the next week. The video will be back up. And we're gonna push it. And by the Lord's grace, we're gonna make it go viral again because it was on its way to hit 1 million. He had to stop it. He knew what he was doing, but he can't stop this. So we're going to all push through it. So when that comes out, make sure you guys are commenting, sharing it, liking it. Make sure you guys are reviewing it, clipping it, make it go everywhere. You understand?
Mhm.
Make it go everywhere. If you believe that we missed a Dawa moment, a Dawa meltdown, let us know in the comment section. Make sure you guys leave a like on this video, subscribe to Inspiring Philosophy, and subscribe to Apologetics Roadshow. And we'll see you guys next time. Peace.